Hey, what's going on, guys? So today I've decided to do a really quick makeup tutorial on lash application. Now, lashes tend to be my absolute favorite subject about makeup, so this will probably be one of my favorite makeup tutorials to do. Now, lashes are definitely the best way, in my opinion, to make a look even more dramatic and more beautiful. Now, I feel like a lot of mascaras out there, promise these big, gorgeous, sexy, luscious lashes, and by the time you get home and you rush home and try on the mascara, you're always disappointed, right? I know I am. So I find that fake lashes are the perfect way to give me the lashes that I'm trying to achieve. And I also feel like with the different styles and lengths and colors out there, it allows me to express myself in so many different ways and really accentuate the makeup that I'm doing. Now, when I do more of a bold lip, I tend to do a little bit more of a softer lash, something a little bit less dramatic. And of course, when I'm doing a really smoky eye and I want my eyes to really be the focus, then I go ahead and pick up a pair of dramatic lashes. But sometimes if I feel like wearing a dramatic lash and it doesn't really call for it, I wear it because you know what? What the heck? Makeup is just an expression of who you are, and I feel like it's an expression of the mood that you're in. For me, I'm always in a lash wearing mood. So, I think that once you learn how to apply lashes and you learn what styles look really good on you, it becomes so much fun and so easy, and you'll kind of get addicted. I know for me, when I don't have lashes on, I'm like, oh my gosh, my face feels naked, my eyes look so different. It definitely adds an element of drama to any look. Now, if you're the kind of person that likes to wear just lipstick and mascara and liner, there is definitely a set of lashes for you. Don't be afraid that every set of lashes, is crazy and dramatic, because you can go ahead and do, the individual lashes, or you can get a really natural strip of lashes. They do exist. And now a lot of lash companies are integrating, black and brown hairs as opposed to just making them black so they're not as intense. I know MAC does that. Specifically, I know Makeup Forever has amazing, colored lashes and lashes that give you certain looks, like a cat eye look by, starting with really smaller lashes on the inner corner, more dramatic, lash on the outer corner. So there are so many different styles, and it really just depends on the look that you're trying to achieve. Another thing about picking out your lashes is considering your eye shape. Now, if you have really, really large eyes, don't be afraid to go for the more dramatic lashes, because most times they're going to look pretty natural. You'll be very surprised. Looks can be very deceiving. You see something in a package, just like a pair of pants or a dress in the store. Sometimes you look at it and go, oh, maybe that would look good. I don't know, I'm going to try it. You try it and you wind up falling in love with it. It always looks different on the rack, just like the lashes always look different in the package. So take these for instance. These are really, really pretty dramatic and long lashes. They are number 47s from MAC. Now, I've worn them before, and they look really long and kind of spidery and really fun. When I'm performing and singing on stage, I like to have a dramatic lash. But, for every day, they're really not the ones that I go to. Now, I've seen these lashes on girls with much bigger and, more lid and bigger eyes, and I find that they look a lot more natural. So don't be afraid to kind of experiment and try different styles. Now, there are so many different companies that make fake lashes, from NYC and Ardell, which is sold at Rite Aid or Duane Reade or CVS, to, department stores, Shu Uemura. You can go to Sephora. They, I know, have an array of lashes. So, there's so many different types and styles nowadays that there's definitely something out there for everyone. Now, a few tips and tricks that I want to just share with you quickly is to make sure you do all your makeup first. It's more of a personal preference for me, but it's something that I really recommend to anyone looking to apply lashes the correct way. There's a few reasons for that. Number one, when you're doing your powder, whether it's your bronzer or your eyeshadow, you don't want the little particles of powder to fall onto your lashes, because then the lashes look powdery, and then you have to clean them off and dust them off, and that could kind of be a pain, and you're doing double the work. So that's definitely one reason why I like to have the makeup completely finished before I apply the lashes. Also, I don't really like to put mascara on the lashes unless either the look calls for something as dramatic as, really packing on the mascara, or unless they're like on their last day and their last breath and I really, have no other set of lashes available, I'll stick on a lot of mascara to blend them in with my own. Otherwise, I find that they look a lot more natural when I don't even touch them and I just apply them as is. Lastly, I like a nice clean eyeliner, and I find that if I'm not having such a great day applying my lashes and they're not as straight as I want them to be, when I go ahead and put the liner on top, the liner might be a little zigzaggy, a little crooked. I feel like then it's double work again because you have to go back in and straighten out the line, and it becomes a hassle. So I recommend doing your liner, your mascara, your shadow, everything first, and leaving the lashes for last. And also, I find too that once your makeup is done, then you can really make a really educated decision on what type of lash you want to wear. Because maybe you are going to do a really, at the last minute, you decide to do a really winged out liner, a really thick liner. You may have chosen originally to use a really natural lash, but now you change your mind and you're like, you know what, I want to do a really dramatic lash with that liner. So I just feel like once the makeup is completely done, then you can really get the best idea of what you want your lashes to look like to complete your look. Now, a really important tip in beginning the lash application process is to make sure you have enough time. You don't really want to rush through your makeup application ever. And especially not the lash portion. If you're not used to doing lashes, you definitely want to take your time because I find that you can, maybe mess up the makeup a little bit and then you'll even need more time to finish your makeup. So you want to kind of take your time, leave yourself with maybe 5 to 10 minutes just to be on the safe side and then once you get better at doing the lashes, obviously it'll be a lot faster and you'll be able to do it in no time. Now, today I've chosen to use number 43 lashes from MAC. I use these in my other tutorial because these are pretty much my favorite lashes right now. I used to love the 34s a lot, but, I like to change seasonally. I like to change my favorites. So, these are the lashes I'm going to be using, and I like to use Duo Lash Adhesive. Well, hopefully that'll be better. You can purchase Duo at any drugstore. There are a lot of department stores that I believe sell it. It's my favorite lash adhesive because it's a surgical adhesive, and when it dries, it becomes kind of rubbery. So at the end of the night, when you're pulling your, lashes off, it comes off really gently. It doesn't pull out your own lashes. And also, when I'm finished with the lashes, I, hold the lashes, and then I can go ahead and pull. You can see that. Pull off the lash glue, and the lashes look like new. Now, some women I've seen use, I hate to even say it, but they use weave glue on their lashes, or they use crazy glue, and not actual crazy glue, but like crazy kinds of glue, and they even sleep in the lashes. I definitely do not recommend that. Do not sleep with your lashes on for several reasons. It's not healthy to sleep with that lash glue on your eyes, number one. And number two, if you're a messy sleeper, you're probably going to crinkle up those lashes and then they're going to look a little crazy. So it's worth it if you're going to make the investment in the lashes to invest your time and do it the right way, right? So I think after all the talking I've done, it's time to get down to what we're really here for, which is the lashes. Now, I'm going to take my lash glue, I'm going to take my lash, and I'm going to just apply it. If you can see, I'm just going to apply a nice generous amount right along the lashes. I do not put the glue on my own lid. Some people I have seen do that and it works for them. Again, I'm just doing what I feel works for me. Now what I like to do is I take the lash and kind of work it like that. So it keeps its shape. I like to keep that kind of arch shape, so when I'm applying it to the eye, it goes on a lot better. Now, some people like to apply lashes with tweezers, Some people like to use their fingers. Some people like to use that little thing that they've come out with, you know, that little tool. I personally like to use my fingers, kind of old school that way, but I just find it to be really easy, especially I have no nails and I have pretty small hands, so it's just the easiest thing for me. Now, a big part of the lash application preparation is to make sure the lashes fit your eye. Don't be afraid to cut the lashes. And I'm not talking about cutting them this way. I'm talking about cutting them this way. If the lash, sometimes the lashes come really, really wide because they want it to fit a different array of eye shapes. Definitely measure it first on your eyes. Take a little pair of scissors and cut it. Measure to your eyes, because if you don't, the lashes can either come off really easily, they're not going to sit well, and they're also going to be really uncomfortable. So now we've given it about 30 seconds or so, which is what I usually like to do when I'm doing lashes, is give it about 30 seconds, and I look down into the mirror, and I'm just setting it down on the lash line. And now that it's pretty much on there, I can maneuver it however I want. Now I don't know if you can see, but now the lashes are on. And you can see it's white, but it's going to dry clear. And then I like to go ahead and push the lashes up. It's your eyes, so don't be afraid to get in there and touch the lashes. I like to pinch it together a little bit, so the mascara on my natural lashes helps kind of bond the false lashes onto the eye. And you see? And so now it's on. And you can see the difference. Even though they're not crazy dramatic, you can definitely see the difference between this eye and this eye. Now, I can't stress to you how important it is to let that adhesive dry. If you put the adhesive on the lashes and then you go ahead and put the lash right on, it's going to slip and slide everywhere, and it's never going to stay. It's going to be impossible to get on. And I find that most women tend to do that because they think that that's the right way. And I would think the same thing if I didn't know any better. But I do, and that's why I'm sharing it with you guys, because that's the one tip and trick that I've told women before, and it has definitely changed their lash application process, and it's definitely made it easier for them. Because when you're working with a really tacky lash, once it gets a little sticky and it's not so wet, once you apply it onto the lash, even if you just apply it right in the middle, it'll sit. And then you can go ahead and maneuver the sides and settle it where you want it to be settled. So I usually, again, just maneuver the lash. And I let it dry for about 30 seconds. And even if you forget to do that, look at the directions on the Duo. It says apply thin layer and let stand 30 seconds before application. So it's really, really simple. And I promise you that is probably the #1 tip that changes women's makeup applications and their lash applications. And it's such a simple little thing, but it's definitely helped me, especially in my moments of doing lashes on the train. Yes, I have definitely done lashes on the train and in really random places. But anything in the name of beauty, right? So I'm going to take this lash and I'm going to try to get a little closer for you guys. And hoping this mirror is going to stay. And I'm just going to apply this right down here. And then right down there. And now the lash is on, so we're going to give it a little bit of time just to kind of dry a little bit. Now the glue definitely dries really quickly. Once it's on, I find that it dries really, really quickly. So you want to definitely maneuver it as fast as possible. Make sure it's settled in, and then I give it a few seconds to dry, and then we go in with a black liner and go ahead and just fill in wherever it needs to be kind of filled in and blended. So the glue does dry clear. However, I like to always just, cover all my bases and go over it again. So I'm going to take the MAC Super Slick liquid liner. And because I think my left one is pretty much dry, I can go ahead and go in there and just go right over the lashes. And then I'm going to do the same on this side. It's a really wet liner, so I find that it's going to just go over the lashes really, really easily. And that's it. And so that's what the lashes look like. I'm going to try to get up close. And you want to, again, try to get them as close to the lash line as possible to make them look pretty much flawless. Again, lashes can completely change your look. And whether you do wear a lot of makeup or you wear nothing at all, don't be afraid to try lashes. If you've never tried them before, it's pretty cool and pretty exciting. And I bet you'll never, ever go back to wearing just mascara ever again. So that's all for today. Very simple. It's a lot of fun, and I recommend going out there and going to buy a pair of lashes today and giving it a shot. Throw me some comments or any ideas that you have on maybe certain lashes that maybe I've never even heard of before that you think maybe I should try. I definitely love anybody's suggestions and commentary. So and even send me some pictures of you guys with your fake lashes so I can see what you guys are up to. So thanks so much for watching, and good luck with your lashes. Ciao!